I first met Jesse Bernad when he was a freshman at the University of the Philippines College Cebu High School. Since then, our teams have played against each other in the annual intramurals of our school until we completed our college education. A few years ago, he came to me to tell me about a dream for batted sports. That dream became a reality when he launched Fastball Ventures.
Well, it all started when I was in grade 4. I saw students who were in grade 5, grade 6 playing baseball, and then it got my attention. So I started playing. I asked my parents to buy me a glove, so I started playing. And then because of my height and build, I was accepted to be in the second team. So starting in grade 5, I already was part of the team. And this is, by the way back in the 1980s, early 1980s. And this was in Mindanao. So in grade 5, I started playing already in Little League baseball. As a matter of fact, I competed. I was part of the team that competed in the city meet, the regional meet. And then after which, in grade 6, I was already one of the so-called star players in our team. So when I transferred to Cebu in high school, fortunately there was no baseball in the school that I attended. I shifted to softball. So with being the player who had most experience, I was the leader of our team. I was the team captain. So I was the one who trained and taught my teammates how to play the game. So it continued in high school, starting from first year all the way to fourth year. And even throughout college, I was playing softball. It was really my passion. It was really it's really the love of the game that brought me to the sport. Because of the lack of opportunity to play baseball and softball here in Cebu and the places where I live, like Davao and Manila, I really craved to play the game of baseball and softball. So since there was no opportunity really, I was just monitoring Major League Baseball developments. No? When the internet became popular, I monitored results of teams that I followed. I monitored the statistics of my favorite players. But there was really no opportunity for me to play against other players and other teams. So from the time that I graduated from college until the time when I started fastball, there was really no opportunity. I hardly played, aside from just playing catch with a few friends. I never really competed in the real game of baseball and softball. Well, when I heard about the Boitises developing Boiti Sports Field, I thought to myself, hey, this is the best opportunity for me to promote the sport of softball and baseball. So all those years that I was craving for the sport and all those years that I was deprived from playing the sport came to a peak, no? So I approached the Boitises and proposed to them my concept of putting up a batting cage here in the Boiti Sports Field. After which, it was a success. A lot of kids and a lot of adults came over to my facility. They played the game, and that's when I was able to garner a database of all the players and all of the interested parties for the sport of baseball and softball. So that's when I decided to put up or to shift my focus on tournaments, on events organizing. So a few months after, I organized the first fastball baseball clinic here in Aboite Sports Field. That was the summer of 2009. And then I organized the first fastball Alaska Cup. It was a baseball tournament organized by Fastball and sponsored by Alaska. And then I also organized the Ken Griffey Jr. in coordination with the U.S. Embassy, and a lot more events came in. I set up baseball clubs and clinics in different schools, and then that was just the start of big things to come. You know, I've met a lot of people who've been joining my tournaments, no? Telling me how much they appreciate what I've done, for giving them the opportunity to play, especially those adults, no? I'm talking about adults, young professionals who are now working. They told me that, you know, since the time that they left school, they never had the opportunity to play baseball and softball. But now that I have my slow pitch softball tournaments, which I organize throughout the year, you know, this gives an opportunity for people like, you know, you and me to play the game, to show my skills, you know, and to come to the field and relax and have fun. You know, this is really an opportunity for people to get back into the game and get in shape. And as far as the kids are concerned, you know how Filipinos are. We have, you know, Filipinos have a distinct love for basketball and then now football. This gives, you know, opportunity for some kids to try baseball. You know, sometimes not all kids love basketball and soccer. Their skill set don't really, you know, to those sports. But once they try baseball, they like it, and then they come back, and then you know, it gives us a chance to compete with other cities and other you know, regions. Well, in early 2011, I received an invitation from the U.S. Embassy, from Ambassador Harry Thomas in particular, inviting all baseball leaders in different cities in the country. So I went to Manila, and I was there at the venue early, so I was able to chat with some of the U.S. Embassy guys there, and then I told them about my program here in Cebu. So they were surprised and they were delighted. So when they announced that they were bringing over Ken Griffey Jr. to Manila, I told them, I convinced them. Initially, I told them, you know, it's not easy for Cebuanos and those coming from Mindanao to come to Manila. How about bringing Ken Griffey to Cebu? You know, so that the Visayas and Mindanao participants can just come over to Cebu, which is easier for them to travel to Cebu. And then they said, okay, let's look into it. So a few weeks after, they came to Cebu to do an ocular inspection here in the Boite Sports Field. We made a presentation to the Cebu City Sports Commission, and then they decided to say, yeah, why don't we do it? Let's go for it. So they brought over Ken Griffey Jr. here and his group, and we had over 300 participants, not only from Cebu province, but coming from Bohol, Leyte, Bukidnon, Cagayan de Oro, Iloilo. So it was a huge success. After which, a few months after, the U.S. Embassy contacted me again, and they told me that they have a program called America in 3D, and one of their outreach was, one of their programs was to have a sports outreach, in particular baseball. So they asked me if I was interested to organize it again. So I said, of course. So I organized the first baseball festival here in Cebu. I called it not just the baseball clinic, but a baseball festival, because it included not just you know, a clinic with some of the coaches, but it included showing, it included competitions on baseball skills like longest throw, bunting accuracy, handling a baseball, you know, passing the ball, and then double plays, pitching accuracy and speed, and lastly, on the third leg, towards the late afternoon, there were actual games that happened, competing teams from different schools. So it was a 3-in-1 thing, so to speak. So the clinic, and then you have the skills competition, and then you have the games, which is a very original concept. So when I presented it to the U.S. Embassy, they were very enthusiastic about it, and then they said, okay, let's go for it. And then again, it was a very huge success. We had about more than 20 teams who participated, involving around close to 300 players and about 30 coaches. So, you know, I'm very thankful that I got the support from the U.S. Embassy. Well, it's always the competition of other sports, no? With the popularity of soccer nowadays, you know, most of the kids want to play soccer. But you know, I'm always here, trying to get the kids into baseball, and you know, always giving them the opportunity to try it out. And another obstacle would be the weather. Unlike soccer, where you can play rain or shine, in baseball, it's different because it's a summer game. They call it the what do you call it in the States? I think it's summer. Yeah, they call it a summer game. It's because they play the game when the sun is out. It's dangerous when you play baseball or softball during when it's raining, because the ball becomes slippery. So when you're defending and the ball comes straight at you coming off a bat, you know, you might not be able to catch it in time, and it might hit you in the face or anywhere in the body. And when you're batting and you have a loose grip, and then when the bat is wet, so when you swing, when you're holding a bat like this, which is, you know, quite heavy and it's metal, and when you swing, you might lose your grip and hit the person behind you. So it's a little bit dangerous to play baseball in this type of weather, rainy season. In 2011, I was able to convince the Cebu City Sports Commission to send a contingent to the Philippine Little League Series. So in April to May of 2011, we sent 3 teams involving around 45 kids to Lipa, Batangas, and we were able, and we fared well. We were second in Little League in our division. We placed third in Little League softball for the 11 to 12 category, and so forth. So I see a big future for these kids, and I'm looking forward to sending another contingent to the Philippine Series 2012 in Clark, which is going to be held in Clark. So I'm looking forward to it, and then I'm also looking forward to my summer camps starting in April, and I'm also working on some new programs in coordination with our contacts and our friends in Manila and in the US who are supporting us. As a matter of fact, I just received a shipment of a donation of baseball items, baseball equipment, which I also plan to donate to the some public schools and through the Cebu City Sports Commission. So there's really a big future for baseball here in Cebu, and I look forward to being a part of it. Well, you can always reach me through email, which is jessybernard@yahoo.com, or you can contact me through Facebook. You can just search Fastball Cebu. You can contact me through Skype and Twitter. You know, just ask for some details. I can give you the details, information on where you can bring your kid and where he can play, because my program is continuous all year round. So I have clinics. I have baseball clinics in Manila for kids starting from the age of 5 up to 12 years old. I have baseball and softball clubs in different schools. No, right now I'm teaching already in 5 schools. So you can always reach me. I'm starting in March. I will be conducting clinics here already in Boite Sports Field, and I will be holding my summer camp in April, which is gonna last for about 15 days, Monday to Friday, 2 hours a day from 4 to 6 in the afternoon. So it's gonna be an in-depth education for the kids to play baseball. So we're gonna teach them how to throw a ball, how to catch a ball, how to field the ground ball, how to catch a fly ball, how to swing the bat, how to make contact, all the basics in learning the game.
Up next, the Sinulog Cup Football Festival. Only here on FullPoint, the Cebu Sports Show.